Hello learners, now let's start discussing the next key point. So we have got this animation over here. Just I'll duplicate this and I'll just lock this and turn this off so that my main master animation is ready. And then what I'll do is I'll go to shape layer over here, content, shape 1, transform. I'll scale this down a bit to maybe 90 or maybe 65 or maybe 70. And then I'll be duplicating this. I'll again open scale, or I'll go to the content and then transform shape 1 over here, transform over here, and then let me put the values as -70. So we get something like this. So I'll just merge, make something like this. So now if I play the video, it acts like this shape we have got. So we can do something like this as well. So this can be also considered as hair of any character. I can take a new null object and I can just parent both of them, and I can overall increase the size of this. And then again I can actually duplicate this, take this over here, and the anchor point can be here. And the rotation can be somewhat like this. So again, you can create as many style you want. So this is how trim path would actually work. Again, I can duplicate this. I can take this here. Content, shape 1, transform, -70. And now I can rotate this as well. So both of the shape layers, I can change the color also. You can also offset this a bit. So this is how you can work with trim paths. Now let us see how does trim path would work on a single line.
Thank you. Hello learners.
So now you'll be using the trim path on a single line. So let me just take the pen tool and I'll hold on shift and I'll draw a straight line. So right now if you can see, we have got this. So now I'll just expand this and over here contents, and I'll go to add over here, and then I'll say trim paths, and inside trim paths I'll just add keyframe, which is start and end, and I'll go to 1 second over here and again add keyframes. So what I want is, I want the beginning to be on 0 and then it goes till 100. So the end is 0 and the value at the end is 100. So if you see, this is the ease. So yes, we are able to get this option. Now what if I take this here and this also here? So right now if you see, so over here right now if you see, so it ends over here only. So from here it starts and here it ends. So this is another sort of effect which you want to create. Select both of these and keyframe assistant easy ease. So we get this very nice effect, a very smooth one. A very smooth one we are getting. Now what I can do is, I can again go to the shape, I can go to transform, and over here I can actually rotate this. So we get these lines. So this is one line over here. Again, what I can do is, I can add a repeater over here. I can expand the repeater, I can make the copies, multiple copies, as well as I can add keyframes. So it acts something like this. So this is the effect what we get. So we also get this option of transform repeater, and you can also offset this position as well. A very nice effect we can get. So if you want the animation and at the last shapes, you can also do that, as I just did it on the end opacity. We also learned about repeater over here, and again we are getting a very nice option. If you want, you can also add some glow to it by the layer styles. You can go to outer glow and then you can open the outer glow and you can change the color. This. So now this also has. We will wrap up this part here and continue in the next segment.
Thank you. Hello, learners.
Now let's start discussing the next key point. Some glow to it. Now if you want, you can again change the rotation. So this is how you can actually keep all these. You can create these sort of animations. Now the best part is if you change anything over here, the entire animation would be changed. Now say for example, if you do not want anything on the start, so say for example, if you want the entire lines to be framed once, and then over here you can take from here. So once the lines are formed, and then they start to disappear. You can also add motion blur to this. So it appears very gentle and disappears very fast. So this is how you can work on single line on stroke. So I just did repeater and I did the trim path. So this was all about the trim path using single stroke. We will wrap up this part here and continue in the next segment.
Thank you.